So let us do the next program. So that is for latch. Let us try that. Uh, Go to the new file. Select again 1100 series. Let us select 1100 series A this time. Save it. So first let us create one new folder. In the folder we can create now we are going to do latch program. So before going to the latch program, try to see here. I am going to put one normally open, then normally closed, then one output. So let us give some name here to this. Let us give input. I am giving I0 input here, and this has a 1. Then output. So when you drag it, if it is become as a green, then you can leave it. Now you see, according to this one, I may give here like start name. I may give the name. Then I may use this one for stop. Then this one I consider it as a output. Okay. That means when I press this, it will on. When I release it, that means when I give force, it will on. When I release it, then also it should be on. The output should be on. Let me tell once again. For example, okay, what I consider here, if I press the start button here, the output should be on. If I release the start button also, it should be on condition only. But according to this one, it can't be like that. Let us see how will it be. Save it. If you want to see compile, you can compile it. No error. Then I can upload the program. Sorry, to download the program. Keep it in run mode. Now you see, if I give force, it will on. If I release the force, it will be off. Why? If I give force, the supply is giving, that means the supply is from, it's go from here to here, then automatically it will press this stop button because it is normally closed. Then supply will go to the output, so the output is on. Okay. Now if I remove the force at start, then what will happen? There is no power supply from here to here, so the supply will not go from here to here. Then output will be off. Let us see here. Give force on, so output is on. If I release force off, then output is off. Okay. Now let us see. So latch. What is meant by latch? To get the latch function, what I have to do? We have to add one subrun. We have to add one subrun. This is the subrun. So the subrun should be parallel to this start button. Then I can add one normally open contact. This contact, what is basically this one? Right side, what is this right side? Basically this is the relay coil. So in relay, there is a coil and contact. I have not yet used the contact. So I want to use the contact. So I will try to use the contact of this relay. So for that what I can do, I can bring this name, same name. So I can drop here. So the name will be same. So it means what? This is the contact of this output. This is the contact of this output coil. Got it? So what I used here, all are physically input and output. All are physical input output. You see, start I 0.0. It is physically input. Normally open switch. This normally closed switch. This is relay coil with its contact here. So it's I connected the contact in parallel with the start button. Okay. Now let us see. Okay. Now that is what will happen. So let me save it. Okay. Now download the program into the simulator. Now you carefully look here. Keep it in the program mode. No, sorry, in the run mode. Now you start. You see, I'm doing same thing. When I press, that means when I give force, the output will on. At the same time, the output contact will also on. So it means what? The power supply is going through start button as well as the power supply is going through contact, the output relay contact also. Now let me release this start button force. Force off here. Then you see still the output is on. So this is called latch. This is called latch. Are you getting? So that means after releasing the force on the start button, still it is on. The output is still it is on because of this latch. Because of this latch. Fine. Now I want to stop it. How will I stop it? I have to cut the power supply to the coil. I have to cut the power supply to the coil. So I have to control the input. So I can control this input. So what can I do? The stop button, already we saw, normally closed. Normally closed button will off if you give force. Okay. So here I have not given any force here. Let me give the force. Then what will happen? The force is on, so output is off. Then because of the relay coil is on, its contact is off. So there is no power supply to this coil. If I switch on again, that means sorry, if I really remove the force here, okay, remove force or force here, then what will happen? The output will not come to the on condition. Only normally closed contact become as a closed. Any doubt? I hope you have noted down these steps. Okay, what I have done. Now let us see. One more thing I want to do it. Same thing, but I want to do in different way. Same thing I want to do in different way. So let us add rung. Let us add one more rung. Maybe 3 rung. If you don't want, we'll delete it. You don't, okay? Now let me bring here. Let me add one normally open, one normally closed, one coil. Now at input, what will I do? I'll try to bring. Already I used 0 and 1. So I want to use 2 and 3. 2, 3. Here already I output 0.0 I used. So I can use, instead of output, instead of physical output, I want to use internal flag, memory flag. So I'll try to use the flag here. Now I'll try to use let me use one more contact here. Then one coil. So this contact can be this. Similarly, I want to add one subrung here. As usual before. And here I am trying to use the same flag register. First of all, I have to put it here. Same like normally open. Now I don't want this rung. Let me delete it, this rung. Simply put it delete. So end will be there. Okay. So first of all, let us see. I0, I, if it starts with I, it means what? That is the physical input. That is the physical switch or physical push button. Similarly, if it starts with O, for example, already I used 0, so let me use 1. The name starts with from O, then it is the physical output. Then it is the physical output. Okay. Now, you see here, what is B? B is basically internal flag. That means there is no any physical switch, but I can use internal memory as a switch or internally memory as a output relay. Okay, so there is no any physical wiring required. That is the advantage of the PLC programming. Okay, wiring required only for I and O, input and output. So wiring is not required for like a B. Okay, like this binary. Okay, so there is no need of like this. Okay, now let me give input here also. I can give name here also. Maybe I can give edit description. Start. Again the stop. This is flag. Memory flag. Memory as a flag. The flag address is 0, B3.0. Okay. So automatically its output will come here also. Okay. Then this is the physical output. Okay. Let us save. So it will also do the same function only. Oh. Okay, I have not brought it, you see. I have not brought it into the offline. That's why it's not taking. Okay. Data table value may have changed since the last save. To make sure the current values are saved, you should perform an upload. Would you like to upload the data? No. So first let me bring this offline. Then only I have to edit. Okay. Remove all forces. Okay, let us see what's up. So once again, let us do the same thing. You see, already I saved with this name, this one. So that's why it's showing like that. In description, I written its name. That's why. But I've seen the difference. I have to bring name only. Okay. So just save it. So let us download the program. Just download. Yes. Now let me bring in the run mode. Now you can see here the work will be same like what we have done before. But what I have done here, I added memory flag here. I added memory flag. So this you can realize when you go for big programs, where should you use the this memory flag? Okay. So first of all, understand this one. Okay. Now same thing here also. Just trying to give start, force on. So since this is on, the supply will go from here to here. Then automatically the coil will on. Then its contact will on. The contact is on. Then output will on. Similarly, in the same name in the B3.0 in the same name there are two contact. One is used with the output and another one is used as a latch. Another one is used as a latch. Fine. Now let us see. Let me release this start button. Let me switch off the force off. Then still the output is on. So I want to switch off this output. Then force off. Sorry, force on. We have to give the force on. So this all are getting off. So if you bring it, then on. Any doubt on this? So what I done here? Normally closed means what? If you give force, it will get off. If you're not giving force, if there is no force, you see, force is off, then it will on condition like that. Okay. So this is about the latch. So any doubt?